Welcome to the Angel Aura. My name is Nia, and look what kind of reading I have prepared for you. It's all about angel number 333 and the bee as a very powerful spiritual messenger. So I can't wait to get into this. If you have found this reading, it's not random, it's not a coincidence. And if you're about to resonate with what I will tell you here, you will probably see bees as confirmation after. You might already have leading up to this reading. And definitely one of these angel numbers or all three. So let's start with the spiritual messenger card here that is inspiring this message for you. It says the bee and pomegranate productivity. You might have caught the very recent reading on my channel where I mentioned insects and maybe you getting stung by one. So the productivity bee has stung you, or maybe will. And it will pay off. So I don't know about your life and your current situation. I don't know about your goals and your dreams and your endeavors. This is a collective reading, so please only take what resonates. But I can promise you that multiple things will pay off for you here. You have 4 pomegranates, and funnily enough, if you look up their spiritual meaning, they can also stand for death. And death is a portal. Why? It's an old ending followed by a new beginning. So, if you have recently suffered some kind of setback or a frustration, start something new. You are being called to not waste your energy, your talent, your potential. Don't let that scare you. Closed doors are protection sometimes. Closed doors will have you look for a different door that is open and has more behind it. But not everyone will have suffered an ending here. Hopefully no one, but it's natural. Many of you are just being encouraged. Yes, you are on the right path. And if you put in your blood, sweat and tears, your heart, and if you just follow this dream of yours, if you show up, you will see success. I'll be using my tarot cards to find out more about it, but do you see this huge rainbow here on the top left for you probably? Very colorful, and the green pops out so much. So green is growth. Green is healing. The pomegranate is also sweetness. So I don't know, are you asking about your business? Are you asking about your career? Or are you asking about, other parts of your life where you're being productive, like your healing journey or your relationships? Expect some sweetness. And why am I seeing tentacles? Are you testing the waters? Are you trying to tap into something and see if you're ready, or if it's good? Do that. Or maybe someone or something is kind of sneaking up on you in a good way. So it could be that you will receive some kind of offer very soon. Job offer or dating offer or any kind of offer, because I see these hands here reaching for the bee, and you are this bee. You are the busy bee, okay? So if you, at the moment, are feeling a bit drained or frustrated, let this reading be your sign to not give up. Don't give up, don't give in. You're on the right path. 26 might be a number that is relevant for you, or 2 and 6. Yes, 2 and 6. So 2 could be a contract, could be a deal, could be an agreement, could be partnership. And 6 is the Lovers in the Major Arcana, which is love energy, but it doesn't have to be romantic. You might have heard me say this a lot. It's balance, it's happiness, it's that sweetness, it's that passion. Follow your dreams. Do not give up. Do not give in. You got this. Your spirit team is like this cheerleader group cheering you on. And have you recently found some kind of wing from an insect, or some kind of wing, a single wing? This represents movement and travel. So you will go places. And yeah, the dragonfly here might be an important symbol for some here. I just feel like pointing it out because I see the wings. So let's have a look at these awesome cards. So this is an angel number I don't see a lot personally. Do you see it a lot? Be prepared to see it a lot. Let's look at the single 3. I am charismatic. So let this reading be your sign to not dim your light for anyone, to not shrink yourself, to not hide away. You need to show up authentically with your unique skill set, with your unique energies, okay? If recently people have made you feel weird about who you are, if you have been marginalized maybe, or if you feel like you're the third wheel on the wagon in a situation, don't let that affect you. I know it's easier said than done, but let it be your fuel to still be who you are meant to be, because you are very charismatic. Expression comes naturally to you. Like, don't let anyone dull your expression. You are very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. You are able to get others on board with your ideas. So this number 2 and 6, which I saw here, is a sign that very soon people will join your team. You will get them on board. It might be one person or several people who are in perfect alignment with your natural, authentic energies. But they can only see you, they can only find you if you are who you want to be. Express yourself. Do you know that song? Express yourself. So this is about the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you walk, the way you talk, the choices you make. Don't let anyone tell you that what you do is wrong. If they do, leave them. You need to be you. And if this is about a business plan or a dream or a goal of yours, be bold about this goal. Probably, yes, tell people, but if you notice that they don't support you, then don't engage with them any further and don't share with them any further, because their judgment has an impact on you and you don't want that. So people will join your team, but only if you are seen. So show up. If you get an invitation very soon to something seemingly unimportant, or maybe it is very important, do not shy away. If this is a birthday party or some kind of work event, or could be something a bit sad, maybe I hope it's not a funeral, but I'm seeing that for someone here it might be a funeral and you don't want to go because it's sad, or you want to avoid certain people there, go for it, because it will be worth it. You will have some experiences there or make some contact with someone, and speak your mind, communicate. Okay, now 33. I have the feeling that someone's 33 here. Have you turned 33? Was 33. Yes, someone is 33 years old for sure. Someone will be, but this is more than just a number. This is kind of a very relevant age for you. I don't know how old your physical vessel is, right? Our soul is doesn't have any age, so we kind of technically don't age. It's just the body that does. So age kind of is just a number, generally speaking. But what I'm saying, and I kind of lost my train of thought, someone here who is around the age of 33 will be impactful, or you will be the one with that age making an impact or something about that age. It will be a very important message for someone here. And you might be feeling like you're at the verge of a midlife crisis, or something that feels like a midlife crisis, early midlife crisis, late life crisis, I don't know. You're not in crisis, you are transitioning, and I feel like you have so much potential, you have so much energy, you have so much creativity, you have so much fuel within, and it could, for some of you, be feeling quite like a hindrance or a blockage, and that's because you are dimming your light for other people, because you're shrinking yourself, because you're not engaging with the right crowd. So just release your energies, and you'll get rid of this sensation that you're in crisis. You're not in crisis. you're just so kind of charged up. You are expanding. Yes, you are. You're this bee flying. Where to? Any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be worth your while. Do not give up. Do not give in. Some people have to hear that. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. Yeah, like don't give up now. I feel like some of you are so close to a breakthrough, and if you give up now, you're gonna kind of waste that and you have to start over new. Don't give up. Keep on going. And it might take a little longer though than what you wanted to take. So invest. That's a YouTube channel I sometimes watch. Yeah, and if you are considering some kind of path or choice right now, follow your heart. Follow what feels most authentic to you. I don't know if this is about a breakup situation or the opposite, you deciding to date again, or if this is about a career change or moving or something seemingly minor, like should I chop off my hair, whatever, should I dye my hair red. Do what feels most authentic to you. That's how you attract and manifest. That's how you expand. Next card, 333. I love all of these threes. I am powerful. You are powerful. You are so much more powerful than you realize. And let me tell you, if people undermine you, or if people judge you and want to make you feel weird and guilty for being authentic when you are, that's a compliment in disguise. So they might criticize you, but really they kind of admire something that you have which they lack. And for low vibrational people, it's easier to kind of shame you than to applaud you. So just know there is nothing wrong with you. They kind of admire you. And instead of being inspired by you, they see you as a threat or something, that kind of shows them their shadow or whatever. So any sort of criticism, let that be your wake-up call and realize it's not criticism, it's kind of admiration. You are perfect, you're good, you're wonderful, keep on going, okay? So let me read this to you now. Just quickly, this criticism could also manifest in your life in the form of a lack of financial success or prosperity or results. For example, if you're trying to lose weight or gain muscle, if the scales don't show what you want to see, that's also kind of criticism, or you feel wrong about it. You feel kind of attacked. Don't let that stop you. Don't let any of that negativity stop you. See your outside world transform. Okay? You are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, if you identify as that, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. So I don't know how many of you are so spiritual that you want to do spiritual work here, but really anything we do is also spiritual because we are spiritual beings. But if you have been feeling the urge to kind of become more creative or more spiritual, do something outside of the box that goes against tradition, let this reading be your sign to go for it. I've just realized that this moon here looks kind of like my necklace, and this lady here, the lady of the moon, she's sitting there on the moon pondering. Do you talk to the moon? You probably do. You should talk to your higher self and to your soul. It's your time to shine now, really. It sounds so cheesy, but go out there and you're literally being called by spirit to use your gift. Some of you might not even know what your gifts are because you have been spending all of your life practicing skills that aren't really in alignment with your authentic self. So if you've been feeling the urge to start a new hobby or a new career or to start dating outside of the norm or whatever, do it. I'm seeing a divine masculine kind of energy either being fueled within you or being manifested outside of you because you fuel it. So I'm seeing again the king of, I'm seeing so many kings cards now, cups and pentacles. So you are creating a king of cups and a king of pentacles for yourself. I don't know how we want that to look like in your daily life. Are you going to be that, or are you going to be faced with that energy? So that's someone who is both spiritual as well as very practical. You know, when spirituality and practicality are perfectly aligned, you can really expand and manifest powerful and wonderful things that don't just serve the ego, that serve a higher purpose and other people around. So that looks really promising. Could be a partner for you if that's what you want. Take everything how it resonates. And gold, something about gold, maybe you should wear more gold. Gold can be very healing, by the way. I believe that's the original meaning of earlobe piercings. If you use gold, pure gold, is to cleanse the body. Let's ask for some more guidance from your spirit team here concerning this expansion of yours. If you do shine your light, if you are authentic, if you just go for it, if you follow your heart and your passions, what's coming? I feel like these kings that I saw were already like a prediction about that. Now showing me a bluebird. Is that Twitter? Is that the Twitter symbol? So just communicate with people, engage with people, chat with people. That's going to open some doors for you. Seven of Cups, that's options, that's choices. So 42, 4 and 2, you have the right to reject offers, by the way, as well. Some of you might need to hear this. If you receive an offer of any kind and it's not in alignment with your authentic self, reject. You have to learn to say no. And if at this moment or for a long time you have been feeling like everything's a no, okay, rejection, both suffering rejection as well as giving rejection, sometimes you just have to figure out all of which you are not in order to be and attract everything that you are. I hope that makes sense. So don't be afraid to say no. And the people who you will lose if you say no, you don't really want them on your team. And say yes to what feels good for you. Yeah. I feel like you do, some of you, not everyone, if it's you, you will know. Don't lie to yourself about that. You have some shady people around you in your family, hopefully not your partner, but people who are kind of who don't have your best interest at heart, who want to block your blessings. Separate from these people. So energy vampires, people who are constantly down, in a bad mood. You don't want these people around you. Sometimes you have to be alone for a good while in order to, you know, figure out who you are and what you want, and then you attract, you know, the right crowd. Shed your old skin. I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical health advice, only spiritual advice as a medium, but something about your skin. You have some skin problems. That is always, spiritually speaking, a sign of how you connect with the outside world. Our skin is the largest organ, the most important one. It's what separates us from the outside world. So if you have some irritations around your skin, the outside world irritates you, so you want to kind of move away from whoever is in your outside world right now, or like put up some healthy boundaries. And shed your own skin, kind of have a glow up or reinvent yourself. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. Choices and options. Elder of Wands, yes. I believe this could be the King of Wands. So 35. I don't know if you are in your 30s, but maybe this is generic energy. You know, when you are in your mid-30s, sort of, you're not young and naive anymore. You should have found out who you really are. You have a lot of skills, but some people just aren't there yet. That's kind of where you are on a spiritual level, but there is so much potential, so much growth. King of Wands energy. Fire, inspiration, growth with the green. I'll pull another card because that's just confirming what I've already said, but the blue is a sign for you. Out of the blue. Okay, I'm getting it now. And here we have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, out of the blue, and it's kind of blue and it has my crescent moon here. So I feel like you need to see this card. Yeah, Three of Swords. I don't usually read cards like that, but sometimes I do. I'm an intuitive reader. So at the bottom of the card, you have the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups, and they're both blue. I don't know if the camera shows that or not, but they are. This Three of Swords moment has either happened or is necessary. Admit to yourself the disappointments. What have you been lying to yourself about, maybe? Are you making excuses for nasty people around you or for yourself to not be authentic? Or have you, suffered some heartbreak, something that really, that hurt a lot? Tears, rain. Out of the blue, life can change in an instant, from one day to another, from 1 second to another. Like sometimes, I'm sure this has happened to you before, but when you meet someone, and they are initially a stranger to you, but this person might become someone so relevant for your life, for the rest of your life, something that you don't realize when you meet them for the first time. That's how your life can change in an instant. So it's not a coincidence that I've just given you this example. I feel like some of you are attracting a person like that. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. It can be. For many of you, out of the blue, you will meet the love of your life. And I'm not so much a fan of this term because it's so exclusive. We have so many soulmates and we don't meet all of our soulmates in one incarnation. So just be very open. You can have another love of your life, right? But what I'm saying is this is the one for your next chapter, for your next book in this series, for however long, is in alignment with both of your highest goods, who will have such an impact on you in the most wonderful way. I see roses here and I see an oyster. The oyster is not on this card, but I see an oyster. Oyster reminds me of Empress energy and High Priestess energy. So that's a deep soul bond. That's deep fertility and prosperity and abundance and divine feminine energies. So something beautiful will happen, and I see this light here coming, these rays of light. God rays is what you call them sometimes in photography, when you catch these rays of light from the sun. Rays of light coming from the sun. Have you recently taken a picture and you saw that? A ray of light? That's a sign. I mean, there's always not always, but often a kind of scientific explanation for things like that, but there is also always a spiritual one. So watch out for rays of light. Spotlight on you. You have an encounter out of the blue. Something will shift and change for you out of the blue in a very beautiful way, and it's going to cause a lot of healing and stability for you. I think that's enough tarot cards, but you know me, we need to pull a feather card. And should I pull a mushroom card? Yes, I should, because we are in autumn. I mean, the reading is timeless, but if you're watching real time, we're in autumn on the northern hemisphere, and mushrooms represent surprise energy sometimes. When you're just walking along, minding your business, and then boop, you have this cute little mushroom popping up. But they also stand for a networking where you don't see it. The mushroom network under the ground in the soil where you don't see it. Networking, you already are connected. You just don't see it in your real world, in a 3D. You don't see it yet, but there's this spiritual network that you're positively entangled with, and there's a flying spider web outside of my window. That's a sign. It's like a leash. You'll be caught in someone's web very soon, and the other way around. So I don't know if this is business related or friendship related, family related, whatever. Do I have a ghost in my hallway again? Because I've just heard a door close on its own. I'm alone in this house. This house used to be a school building. It's big. We don't have really ghosts here that come from that time, but and now my ear, does that happen to you? Well, my left ear kind of, it starts tingling, and the pressure changed. When that happens to me, it's a sign that some spirit being is here. I don't know if you were the same, but what is this? This is something for you. Now they're showing me this line, this blue line with notes on it. Someone's sending you a message here. Watch, now keep an ear out. Like, how do you say? You'll hear something very soon. Is this person already entering your life? I don't know what this is about. Sorry if I'm not making sense. I might edit this out, but this is trippy, very trippy. Like you do have someone with you in spirit. What card did I pull? What card did I pull? It's card 33. It says true colors, true fluffing colors. 30 fluffing 3, and it's blue. Okay, you can't make this up. I showed you the blue cards. I usually never pull cards from the bottom of the deck, but I knew I needed to because they're blue. I saw the blue before I even mentioned that. Here we have the indigo milk cap. So, and that happened around when I heard this door close on its own and this being entering. So we are on the same wavelength. So this is probably also a message for me. Someone's coming here, and they are not necessarily sent by one spirit being, but this person being influential in your life, they are part of this network of soul family and kindred spirits. So this is just very, very magical. Show your true colors. Also, people around you might show their true colors to you, which is not often a nice thing. It can be hurtful when people show their true colors, when the masks fall, but be grateful for that, because that shows you who's meant to be in your life and who is not. If everyone was honest, so many conflicts could be avoided. And honesty sometimes can be ugly, but at least you know where you stand. So life might show you where you stand, and take this as an opportunity to leave or to move forward with something. And there is a dead leaf. So with these endings, with these painful endings, you're not, if you only knew what's growing here, and a lot of help and support is coming in for you. Again, you'll be attracting the right crowd. You'll be attracting the right crowd spiritually and in real life. Expect a lot of support and maybe a lot of options being given to you. A lot will change for you in the next 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, for sure. So much change, also global change. And I don't know what the color blue represents to you. Even if you say it's not a sign, for me personally, it might become one. But what do you feel? What do you think of? Using your intuition when you see the color blue. That's something you have to interpret for yourself. Wow. Okay. And I see ink. I see a message reaching you. Either you hear this message or you see it. Someone might write you a letter, because I see ink again. You might have heard me say this before in a reading, ink. Okay. Let's pull a feather card for you. blue dragon. A blue dragon or blue dragonfly. That's also a sign for you. I could go on and on. Initial R and S. Some of you, you might have some sort of expanding in when it comes to your psychic senses and your spiritual gifts. You'll start to see a lot more. Some of you share that with me. I have some very believable stories that you share with me. Also, you show me pictures and videos sometimes if you upload them on your channel. So get ready to see more things if you're open to that. One last feather message. For those of you who are still watching, thank you so much for still here. What do my lovely audience need to know here, please? And thank you. Okay. Flicker. Oh my god. Did you watch the reading where my dad made the light flicker? I have a story and I'll share it with you now. If you don't care about the story, I'll show you a timestamp where you can skip to interpreting this card. But last time I said I have stories. Many of you told me you want to hear them. So I recorded this reading because my dad's birthday was approaching. In fact, as of me recording now, my dad's birthday will be in 2 days. So he knew that I was going to do that. And initially I wasn't going to mention it, but then I did, because he turned this one light bulb that is right now pointing at me, but the lights are turned off, on and off, and you can actually see the light flicker on camera. I will link the reading in the description box down below in case you missed it. So he does that. He's always done that. He could do that when he was alive. He went like this and he could turn on and off the lights. I have psychic energy running in my family lines, both on my mum's as well as on my dad's side. My mum, however, she is a professional astrologer, but she's kind of afraid of these more kind of psychic things, but she absolutely believes them. But she gets scared when I share my experiences with her, which I get a lot of paranormal activity. And even if she knows it's coming from someone she loves, who's dear to her, like my dad, it scares her. But my dad is a little prankster, and he just knows that it's part of his purpose to kind of give my mum proof of the afterlife. Not that she needs it, but she does need to wake up a little bit more to these other abilities that she has. So on Sunday, my baby nephew and I and my mum are always together, which is very beautiful. And there is this portrait of my dad on the wall in the living room. I go to that portrait many times when I'm there and speak to him there. So this is more than just a portrait, it's kind of a portal. And I've had stuff happen there. And my mum was just hanging out with my baby nephew, so with her grandson, who's 11 months now. And she saw my baby nephew smiling at that portrait, which also has happened before. He engages with the portrait. He does little things like shaking his little head like that when he looks at the portrait. He only does that when he sees faces that are familiar to him on real people. So he does recognize the portal energy, and he was starting to do that. And my mum thought, okay, so he's just again playing with the portrait. But then she noticed that he was kind of looking towards the towards the right of the portrait. And that's why we have a big armchair. My dad used to sit in those armchairs a lot. It's empty, but my little baby nephew was smiling at it, and then he started crawling towards that armchair, okay. Smiling and giggling, and he stopped in front of it. And then my mum said, kind of half afraid, half jokingly, "Oh, Granddad is here." And as she said, "Granddad is here," the lights started flickering, turning themselves on and off several times. And they never do that downstairs in the living room. They never do that. And she was half extremely scared, half extremely excited. And then it stopped. And then later on it happened again when she said, "Is Granddad here?" And a few hours later when I came back and she told me about it, the lights flickered again. So flickering is a message for those of you who have someone in spirit who kind of connect and resonate with the whole thing where I was mentioning the door closing on its own, flickering, electricity. You have someone in the spirit realms who loves you a lot, whether you know who this is or not. They love you a lot, they send you energy, and they can make things happen in the 3D, okay? Right. And now on to the interpretation of this feather for everyone watching flicker. You might still see something flicker, okay? Flickering lights, but this is a bird as well. Lovely bird. Let's read what it says. New rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. This fits the message so well. Also, it kind of matches this bee very well, I must say. The colors match the bee very well. Yellow. Yellow is happiness. Yellow is the sun. Yellow is the inner child. So yellow also is light and electricity. You'll be receiving a boost, a new rhythm. Your heart's beating in a new rhythm, you know. Hopefully not in a 3D sense, but you know what I mean. A new song. You'll be singing a new song. And adapt. But not by dimming your own light and not showing your true colors. Adapt by leaving behind those who don't appreciate your true colors. Adapt by showing your true colors to the full extent. And you'll be seeing some flashing lights, and maybe this word flick or flicker has a lot of meaning for other people here, but good things are coming. You are expanding. Do you? New opportunities, new networking opportunities, balance, harmony, partnership. Watch out for the signs. I hope you see a bee. I hope your lights will flicker. I hope you see angel number 333. I hope you find yellow feathers. I hope everything happens without you being scared. I get super excited when these things happen. And yeah, thank you so much for watching until here. If you are still here, you're really the best. If you watched it all and you want to let me know, leave a light bulb emoji. That's how I know that you listened to my little ghost story there. I'd love to share more, but I'll only do that if I get feedback from you. Give this video a thumbs up as always, please. It helps other people like you find me. Comments help, so just post anything down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. Thank you so much to my channel members and to all of my supporters. Sending you again many blessings and good vibes, and until very soon, hopefully. Bye.